Assalamu alaikum, dear fellows. My name is Muhammad Usama, and today I'm going to show you that how to implement the Karnaugh map, which is shortly described as K map, and how it works and how does it helps to minimize the greater Boolean functions. So first of all, I will be showing you the concept of the max terms. The max terms are all terms with each variable in a true complicated form. In the max terms, when basically there is one, so we use a complement. You can see that at index 0 we have 0 0 value, so we have x plus y. There is no complement because there is no one over here. And if I talk about the index 1, then you could clearly see that there is a 1 and there is a complement on the y, and same is the case over here at the 3, that is two ones and they are x complement and y complement. So for max terms, as I've described earlier, that when I have 1 in the binary, then I have a complement, and when I have a 0 and then I have a single term without any complement. So you can see that I have four inputs that are a b c d. So when I talk about the max terms, so when there is a 1 there is a complement, so this whole table over 15 max terms is drawn. So as far as the k-map simplification is concerned, so first of all I would like to show you the expression which I have implemented, that is sigma m, that is the min terms. As far as the min terms are concerned, so min terms is basically an inverse of the max terms. So in the min terms, when we have 0 then we have the complicated term, and when we have the 1 we don't have any complicated complemented term, that is the single term. So I have sigma m 0 1 2 4 6 9 12 14. So this is the basic generic table for which the k map is drawn always. I have four variables that are w, x, y and z. So as far as these variables are concerned, y that refers to these values, these four values, that is 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 and 1 0, and wx refer to these four values, these are 0 0 0 1 1 1 and 1 0. So the positions of the max terms, min terms are defined over here. So when I implement these and I write the one over in this table, so you can see that I got this type of combination. So I make for total three groups, that is two groups, one group this and this. When I wrap the page around this in this way, then these four ones make a group, and then I have the second group, that is these two ones and these two ones. Then I wrap this table, and so these four ones make also a group, and there is a single one over here. So as far as the first group is concerned, you can see that the w has a 0 and a 0 over here, that is w is common. And uh, in the second case, you can clearly see that the 0 and 0, this is common, that is w complement z complement. And the second group over here shows that x and z complement, and I have a single one, that is w x complement y complement z complement, because there are four terms which are basically involved. So before the simplification I have this kind of term. You can see that these term has 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 literals, that are a lot of gates, and after the simplification it is reduced to only these gates. So the truth table for the function is drawn over here. I have implemented the function, and I have drawn the truth table. So now I would like to show you the Proteus implementation of these circuits. So just wait a second. This is the lab 7, and I would like to show you the working of this basic Proteus which I have implemented. This is the whole Proteus implementation. The four resistors are connected, and all the connections are made as per the requirement. So you can see that as far as the truth table is concerned, and to counter check it, either it's correct or not, I would like to check you guys some of the inputs. When I run the simulation, you can see that when all of the gates are open, x y w x y and z are open, then I have a one output. So you can see that when all of the inputs are 0, and then I'm getting a 1 output. When w x y are 0 and z is 1, then also I'm getting a 1. W x y are 0 and the z is 1, then I'm also getting a y is 1, then I'm also getting a high output. That's uh, pretty much okay. W and then you can see that when w x and y and z both are open, when w y and z both are open, then I'm getting a 0 output. And when if I close this, so I am getting a 0 output over here. And when this this is um, when w and x is 1, then I am getting a 1. W and x is 1, then I am getting a 1. You can see that over here. So as far as the Proteus implementation is concerned, you can clearly see that the truth table is being verified, and the verification of the whole truth table is given over here in the Proteus um, presentation. And the simplified form was this of the circuit. So I would like to show you that the truth table is same for both of the circuits. When I run the simulation, you can see that when the 4 inputs are 0, then the output I am getting is 1. And when I close this circuit, then I am also getting a high output. And you can see that if I talk about this particular case, when w is 0, x is 1, w x y and z, x is 1 and z is 1, x is 1 and z is 1, so I am getting a high output, a low output, that is shown over here in the circuit, that is a low output. So in this way you can verify the Proteus implementation. As far as the Verilog implementation is concerned, so I have implemented these circuits over here. That is, I am getting w x y z and a in the module. The inputs are these 4 and this, and the expression is written over here, and I have ended the module. So when I locate in the RTL viewer, I can see that the circuit which I made in the Proteus and this circuit has a pretty much similarity. So I have also checked the waveforms. So these are the waveforms of this circuit, and when I run these waveforms, so you can see that when these waveforms are run, so just wait a second, the waveforms are also hereby implemented. So when these waveforms run, you can see that when a and b have a high output, then w and x has a high output, then I am getting a high output over here. W and x has a high output over here. So you can see over here I am getting a high output, that is in this case of the code, that is w and x had high output and b is a high output also. B is showing an x because of the small delay. And when I talk about the simplified circuit, this is the simplified circuit. This implementation is of the simplified circuit, and this is shown over here. Module name QQ and WXYZ and A, and the equation is written. When I locate it in the RTL viewer, I can see that clearly that I have this type of diagram that is pretty much similar to this diagram. So as far as the waveforms are concerned, I have also shown these waveforms over here. So these are the waveforms, and if I run this simulation, when I run this simulation, you can clearly see that the truth table was same. So I would like to hide these two inputs only, so that the output will be high. So you can see that here the output is high, while it's showing an x because of the delay. So this was today's lab, and I have implemented this lab and made a lab manual of my part only. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and thank you and Jazakallah.